Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are jumping into Arcane Season 2. This is Episode 4, Paint the Town Blue. Well, we may as well because we got some chaos going on right now. I can't wait to see where things go.
Yeah, the first 3 episodes have been amazing, as expected, so I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see where episode 4 takes us.
I would say chaos is a strong understatement. Some twists and turns I certainly wasn't expecting. Can't wait to see how this one plays out.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing what Ambessa and Kate are going to do. Let's go!
Oh, nice.
This art, okay, come on. This is so badass the way they're doing this.
Putting the X's over them. What does that mean? They're eliminating them?
It's got a revolution.
That was a cool badass shot of Ambessa. I gotta say, the soundtrack for this series has been banger.
That is awesome.
That's all she wants is vengeance. Just runs off. Wow. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The city's not going anywhere.
I have an audience with the Masons Guild first thing in the morning.
Let me guess.
Oh, she moved on quick.
Yeah.
Wow.
How dare you, Kate?
Wow.
Notification requests.
I'm hurt.
Again. To keep
us safe.
How much of a time jump did we have?
I never expected this to go on so long.
You could call it off. Withdraw from the underground. We established the council. All you have to do is give the order.
Not without Jinx. Besides, a withdrawal could lead to a worse situation than the one that...
Okay, Ambessa.
She delivered us Zorn, as she vowed. Without her, who knows how many enforcers we'd have lost.
You're our leader. The enforcers, Piltover, they follow you.
Gosh, this is giving me some, like, House of Dragons kind of vibes. Slightly.
I'll come to bed soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're in the wrong place. Put your hooks and paws together for the meanest, ugliest, goriest spectacle of your lives. In the gray corner, our undefeated champion, with claws like daggers and teeth like sharper daggers. The other gray corner,
Is this where our big beast is going to come into play?
with hideous mandibles and a face that would make a bro mother squirm.
No, not this.
You talking about that wolf?
Yeah, the big wolf thing in the cave.
No, I think that wolf's gonna be.
Yeah, Jinx doesn't have anything to do with that.
Well, no, but I thought maybe
Scuttlebutt?
because of the time jump, we would see it here.
They really went with Scuttlebutt?
Release your beasts!
Look at these things go. This animation.
I was gonna say.
Nice.
What are you doing?
Work. They tricked
Show
us.
some effort!
Come on.
I just think they're like 40 feet tall.
Uh-oh. Oh. I thought I was getting stomped on.
Well, you're past your prime, champ. The only thing to do is... A rematch. Return of the Titans. Vengeance. Redemption. The inexplicable release of bodily gases. All right. Well, I still think it's a dumb idea.
Ah,
Ta-da! You like it? You're lucky. I didn't get to do much of this with my older sis. She was more into hitting things. I had a different name back then. Powder. Stupid, right? I thought I was rid of her for good, but you kind of remind me of her. Did Savika put you up to this? That's a past life kid. Knows about as sweet as last year's milk.
Ooh,
Jinx
damaged.
is dead.
Jinx is dead.
Yeah, so what is
interesting.
she going by then now?
Yeah.
Because she doesn't like being called Powder.
Well, because Powder's dead too. Depending on who you talk to.
A little hesitant.
Just watching from behind the glass.
Oh. I don't think this is gonna go well.
Uh-oh.
Get me another one.
Yeah, I don't think that went well at all.
Oh, look at that.
Shadow.
That is awesome.
In a city teeming with brilliant inventors, have we managed to unearth such unrelenting incompetence?
No, you can't force people.
We can't be certain the Black.
Keep their name out of your mouth.
We can't be certain the Order was also behind the disappearance of Jace and Heimerdinger.
Oh, you can't say that name seriously. Heimerdinger.
Our instincts were right. They fear Hextech. We were too slow. How could I not secure the scientists? They have my daughter, Rictus.
Our moment will come, but you must be prepared.
I still prefer Zangief.
Ooh. Oh, shit.
Rictus caught something.
You have Jinx to thank for this. She is not your friend. She is not your champion. She hides while you suffer, and yet you refuse to hand her over.
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
Time to paint the town blue.
What a song.
Holy shit, we're gonna get a baby-faced Jinx.
Jinx.
It's hers. I'd recognize it anywhere.
That's where the similarities end. No body count, no theatrics. I think we've made them desperate for something to believe in. This doesn't have to change what we talked about this morning. You can still...
Officer Nolan, I'd like a word with Commander Kiriman in private. I suppose I don't need to advise you on the hazards of professional entanglement.
Entanglements? They went with
Entanglements.
entanglements?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'd expected this development would encourage you.
Was it for my encouragement that your man Rictus was instigating violence?
You don't trust me.
The blade cuts both ways.
Right back at her.
If it wasn't Jinx at the checkpoint, one of them knows where she is.
Arrests require cause.
What greater cause is there than returning peace to this city?
That's not how it works.
No.
Peace always the justification for violence.
So we need to squash the rebellion.
It's like
This coming from you that always wants the rebellion.
Like
I'm
our
saying
boy-
that's what she wants to do.
it's like our boy the Peacemaker. I vow to bring peace no matter how many men, women, and children I have to kill to get it.
It's tiring. Gods, I know it's tiring. You will never rest knowing that she's out there. Or maybe I underestimated you. The decision is yours, Commander.
Gosh, it is so hard to tell, almost not really, but who's a true villain in this season, right? Because they're painting a lot of gray.
Status to be on
This
my
guy,
guest list.
this guy's a true
Toast
villain.
of the town. Now people avert their gaze when I roll by. Same time next week? Tomorrow. The effects have been diminishing. I keep hearing about this healer down in the fissures.
That was
Victor.
You could have warned me.
Fat chance.
Got that
About
slot
what?
machine on.
You're
Never know
stunned
what
at the
you're gonna
checkpoint.
get.
No idea what you're babbling about.
That wasn't you?
Oh, taken right after Jinx.
Undercity's buzzing, saying you're back. So I'm thinking
Not your strong suit.
would make a world of difference if you showed up. You're a symbol.
You want a symbol?
Missing that finger.
Silco spent his whole life trying to
thanks to
rally the
Caitlyn.
Undercity together. Stupid joke that it is. You have the chance to pull it off.
I told you I'm not interested.
Do you know how much he sacrificed to protect you? He believed in your potential.
Well, then he shouldn't have died.
We're having a
took him
rally
out?
tonight. Vander statue. Firelights, your fans, anyone.
Why do you have to use logic? Oh, Jesus.
Want answers.
Oh, wow.
Getting the Daryl Dixon Randall treatment.
I like it. No talking. Just looks of like, you can tell me? Nope. Okay.
So otherwise, I'm enjoying the hell out of this.
Interesting. Just before the character passes.
Like it or not, we're in this mess together. Enforcers raiding our homes. Innocents getting carted off to Stillwater.
Look who it is.
Whether we're gonna throw in the towel or make a stand together as Zonites.
She gonna do it? Nope, not her. Not Jinx.
Look at that thing.
Yeah.
And guess who's there?
You're all under arrest.
Just rolling through people.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
It's like, get off me, mosquito.
Oh, this poor kid's gonna get just.
Oh,
beat down.
that might.
Drop the blade!
What are we gonna see here?
I think that blood is the call of the wolf. Oh,
Good call.
Shit. Some Attack on Titan kind of
That's
shit
what I was
almost.
thinking, the way he cut his hand. The Beast Titan here.
Time to find out who's the new Pebbleweight. Isha?
She has zero clue what's going on.
Yep.
Isha?
They got her.
What?
She came to the rally. Topside raided the place. Took everyone.
No. Shut up, Shut.
It's back. She tried to suppress it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Chin up, little one. I'll tell you a secret. We won't be staying long.
Following
see the
that
scent.
scent.
That was cool.
It's using its dead eye and
It's tracking.
Don't suppose you can swim, huh? Lefty.
was he just doing it for practice?
Just
I
for
think
fun.
he was.
It's
New-
me,
new on
your
the job.
vile villainess, the author of your nightmares, the dread of your... Jinx?
Yeah, never heard that before. You expect me to believe Jinx, the master criminal, wears pants like that?
What's wrong with my pants?
You look like a half-eaten circus tent.
Oh.
I am Jinx.
That's interesting. So that's pretty
Circus
cool to know.
tent.
That was a lot of information, really, right there.
Yeah.
They don't know who to believe. Who's Jinx?
Yeah, because
Well,
everybody's
handful.
probably using Jinx as a symbol, whether she wants to be or not.
I gave her a choice between this and a swim in the harbor.
Security protocol's a little light there, huh?
Oh, she see the hair?
Oh, it was right there.
She didn't know.
An oversight?
Carry on.
No kidding.
No way. That had to.
Move it.
Huh.
Part of me wants to believe Ambessa knew, but probably an oversight on her part.
All the inventors don't know how to use it.
Nope.
Well, at first I thought he was going to actually notice the hair.
Here we go. Now she's catching it.
Here I am, your big fat hero.
Are they not going to be happy with her at first? I know she's got to find where Isha is. Oh,
Who's coming?
the big bad wolf.
Can't
Pretty
imagine
sure
the wolf didn't take a cable car, right? Right?
Look at the cable car. I think it's just going to be empty.
I think so too.
Or
not. Or not.
Oh,
Look at us,
the
Quinn.
wolf
Look at
didn't
us.
take the cable car, huh?
I can imagine the wolf sitting on the platform. I've got my ticket. When's it coming?
I'm on the 3.
That was a badass little fade to black too.
You're late for Stinkma's great comeuppance.
Oh,
Haven't
man.
had that for a minute.
No. Well, he knows what's coming.
Yeah.
The wolf know to press the button on the elevator?
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Just
sounded
like
like it decided to jump
Well,
down.
I was gonna say just like it knew how to take the train.
So what happened to Mbessa and crew?
It probably didn't fare too well against that thing.
I also don't think it really fought him too much. I think it was just trying to get down here to save. Oh!
Jeez, Louise.
And it's part machine on top of it.
Oh!
Oh! No effect.
Get her out!
Is the scientist gonna do a last second like don't touch them? Oh boy. Yeah, this is ain't gonna do shit.
Oh! I think you just made it mad.
Wow.
Good for you, Jinx, having some speed. No way you get unscathed out of this.
No.
Music's so intense. Love it.
That's
Just a
about what I
master.
thought it would look like.
Bloodbath.
Oh boy.
Can't bro call off his dog?
You got me, Hairball. But just remember, you're no Stinkmaw. Smile.
Well, that didn't work. You talked too much.
What does he see?
There a guy call it off?
Wait, does that face look like Vander?
That's what I thought. Looks like Vander a little bit.
Is that Vander?
No way.
Warwick?
Warwick. That looked a lot like Vander.
But
lot of
remember
the
the
features.
second guy who came in earlier this season who we thought looked like Vander, who was the random dude? What ended up happening to him?
Oh, well, he's an enforcer. He's with those guys.
Oh,
He went
dude.
with
No, we never. Come on, you stupid mouse. That's a good question. We just saw him walk off.
Yeah, I just assumed he was
I
still
thought he was
working
with
the enforcers.
I thought
just
he was
doing
with
whatever.
Vi. I thought he went with Vi.
Well, and because
But I don't know.
well, the scientist Sinji or whatever his name is, I know some folks let us know in the comments. He was working on that while that enforcer was still alive, so it's definitely not him. But it could be Vander. But so that's Warwick. That's her big introduction. And wow, what an episode! This the pacing here obviously giving us a little bit more with Jinx, and I'm wondering what everybody's expectations were because of knowing kind of where we are in the series. I would like to know what you guys were all expecting out there. Did you think we'd even see more of Vi and how she was going to be either what her relationship was with Caitlyn essentially? We saw how it ended with the butt of a rifle. That was pretty much the end of that. But I'm a little unclear on what the timeline is, how much of a time jump we had. Certainly it's got to be somewhat significant for Caitlyn to move on the way she did with Maddie. So that's a little interesting.
Yeah, that.
And then is Mbessa still even alive? I'm sure she escaped somehow. I don't think they would take her out off screen for us to just assume that the big bad wolf Warwick ripped through her. But that is definitely a monster that we have unleashed in the universe now. And it was very interesting how when it got real close to Jinx, that Warwick kind of stopped and held back after being just completely out of hand, ripping apart everything in its path. So that kind of leads me to believe that I don't know how it could be Vander. Did somebody dig him up or something for this to work? I don't know, but there's some bit of humanity inside Warwick that must recognize Jinx somehow. I guess if I did have a question I would like to have answered, it would be, how did the werewolf, we'll just call him the werewolf, Warwick, how did Warwick get on the cable car and take the ride? Look, it's a question I have. I thought it was going to come like running down the cables like
whole
this,
episode,
holding onto
and
the
that's
cable.
his question.
No, not the whole episode. I said if I have one little thing I'm wondering about that's kind of out of character for this show, that would be it. I was expecting him to come running down the cables, running down the cables, and then roar, then it comes out after him. I thought that would have been a little bit cooler.
Did you not see how huge that train was when it rolled up? Like Mbessa looked like that.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
And I mean, Warwick was on the inside, like obviously he must have smelled blood in there, so went in there to get people taken care of.
Yeah, but it's still, to me, it's still a little goofy that the thing hopped in a train. I thought it would have been running on the cables. Anyways, that's not a big deal. It's not a huge thing. I don't want to make a huge thing out of it.
You just called it goofy, so you are making it a big deal.
It was goofy, and I found it curious, and it seemed kind of weak for a show of this caliber to do that.
It's not weak. You look at the terms you're using. It's not goofy. It's not weak. He's been showing the blood. How do you not know the scent? If we go back, we'd probably see some scent being in there because he's following the scent. It's not like he's randomly, well, I'm going to go over here quick and kill somebody. I'm going to go over there quick.
So Warwick knows how to pull a lever to start the train going. Again, that is such a small detail
do we not know the train wasn't going?
Of the overall story here that I don't want to get away from.
People that were on the train probably, oh shit, there's a fucking wolf, like that. Come on.
I'm just thinking it would.
And like we saw, there's some humanity in it. Maybe there's some humanity in Warwick.
Maybe there's some ingeniousness into it.
He just talked.
Maybe, but we shall see. We shall see going forward. Either way, this one was really cool. Look, Jinx is realizing you can't do anything halfway. If you're going to be, quote unquote, the face of this revolution, you have two choices. You either embrace it and move forward, or go into hiding, and you're going to have your group essentially kind of ragtag, leaderless, and then the enforcers are just going to come in, run roughshod through everybody. Yeah, it might take a while, but eventually they're going to win. They're going to wipe everybody out. So you've either got to be all in or all out, and I think that's what Jinx found out this episode, and she kind of had some feelings of almost family, I would say, that she hasn't had in a long time, with Isha getting kind of a hug there, showing that she matters to somebody. So I thought, if anything, this was more development for Jinx's character, and I found it curious. She said that Jinx is gone, and I'm assuming that she meant Jinx, the one who was quote-unquote the face of the revolution. So I think what we see here is that you're either there or you're not, and I think we know where Jinx is going to be after what we just saw.
Yeah, once again, we saw like how Jinx is playing this in her own mind again, even going and talking to Silco's chair, trying to figure out what is her next move. But I love that she has that relationship with Isha. And the same thing is what she said last episode, is everyone around her dies, so you know she's always going to be a little more protective. And I think that's maybe why she pulled back, is she didn't want to get Isha involved in this, because she knows ultimately she could lose her, because she's getting the love that she's been desperately missing, especially since, you know, her and Vi have gone, you know, their separate ways, because, you know, they were close sisters that loved each other. And, you know, we didn't even get any Vi this episode, so that'll be interesting to see where she's at in the next episode, as I'm assuming we'll see there. Seeing Kate and Maddie having what is it called? Professional entanglements. Like, that was... So I'm interested to know how much of a time jump this was, too, because otherwise then it seems like, you know, that big kiss between Kate and Vi didn't last very long as she moved on to Maddie. But, like, does Maddie also have ulterior motives, you know, down the line as well? Because, you know, Ambessa came in and she saw that it was happening right away and shushed Maddie away.
She would make a good spy.
Exactly. So I'm wondering what's going on there. We got Les is still helping out with the dude's leg. So what more information is she going to hear? Because we saw that one episode, she hears everything. And then Ambessa, and now we found out that the guy's name is Rictus, and he's a pretty badass. We saw him beating the crap out of the one Jinxer, but I also like the speech then too, uniting everyone in the underworld, because like we can't just be separate down here. If we're going to go against them, we have to all be together on this. So another really good episode. I can't wait to get into the next one. This is so much fun.
Yeah, just, I mean, wild, right? I liked the, I thought we were getting like a bug, like underground, like
battle,
like yeah, like crazy Fight Club or something like that. That was pretty wild. A fun little twist to kind of kick things off. Can we talk about the intro to the episode for just a minute here? And I know that's kind of one of the themes that I've jumped back to is, aside from the incredible storytelling and the character development, I've been, you know, blown away consistently by the artwork that they've shown us. And that intro scene, with the way they had like the animation, and then they layered the blue graffiti over it, and then they would show us a new scene and multiple layers of the graffiti. I just can't say enough about the creativeness that we've been shown so far with season 2. Again, on top of, you know, just a really kind of, I don't want to say groundbreaking. I guess I don't know that I have the background in this sort of kind of genre to say that. But for me, the way the animation is art, it was wild. But that opening scene, just so creative. So big shout out to I guess the entire team. Somebody had to be the brainchild behind that, and then somebody had to be able to be the one, or a team of people rather, to bring it to life. So big shout out to those people, because that was one of the coolest intros I think I've ever seen in any TV show or movie or anything. So I agree with Mason Quinn. Like, Jinx, you can't play this game of half-assing it one way or the other. And I think she doesn't know exactly what she wants. Of course, she was trying to find inspiration from Silco, which she finally got. You know, she needed to talk to Silco, and almost like felt like she still hasn't fully come to terms with the fact that he's gone. So, you know, a lot weighing on her head. But it's interesting that they're really showing the connection between her and you know, and the younger character, because now it almost feels like she's got something to that motivates her aside from just the revolution, right? Because we saw that with Vi in season 1, where it's like Vi was heavily motivated by trying to save Powder, but there's also, the bigger picture. And now it's like, we're kind of seeing some of the same things where obviously Jinx had the revolution or whatever you want to call it, but now there's a little bit more of a personal connection. So I thought that was interesting. The wolf, pretty badass. I'm not overly concerned how it got. I spent about 2 seconds thinking about it. Oh, there's cables. It's going down the cables. How's it going to get on it? How to tear the front door open? But you know what? A really, really kind of badass. I don't even want to call it a wolf. It's got some sort of mechanical build-ins. Then at the end, we saw a very humanish face that, to me, kind of looked like Vander, kind of looked like the guy that we saw randomly earlier on in the season. But when we saw that earlier on in the season, we thought he kind of looked like Vander. So it's very, very interesting, but it's a science project. So I'm pretty thrown off, but was even more thrown off that it spoke. So not sure what to expect. An absolute banger of an episode, though, just from top to bottom, A to Z, in every way you could just really deliver, from storytelling to artwork to drama to action. They delivered everything here.
Yeah, Warwick at the end there, when he said powder, that's what throws that second guy, the big, huge guy that was with Vi, I forget his name. And that throws it out the door for me because
the
timeline
wouldn't work. Yeah. The wolf was being made and he was somewhere else.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So that just throws it out. So if anything, to me, it's Vander with just multiple mutations of whatever we saw there. So that's going to be interesting to me, figuring out, not even figuring out, just as we progress now to see what is what and how the scientists just kind of slid the door back shut.
Yes, he knew.
Let Warwick just go cruising right through everything. I thought at one point that he was going to kind of come out and say, let these be. But that was not the case. It was just full go. So I am kind of curious now because they did show pretty much a slaughter from Warwick. I am curious what happened to Ambessa and crew now, because it was only Ambessa and 2 guards. So I can't imagine Ambessa's done yet, but I guess it wouldn't shock me if that was the way she went out. I just can't imagine that was the way yet.
Yeah, you think they would show it?
With her, especially what happened last episode with setting teeing up Caitlyn. I thought for sure we'd be getting more of an arc with Ambessa, which we probably are. I'm just playing out this hypothetical here. She
saved her own skin.
She's a warrior, so I'm sure she knew, all right, this isn't the time to die yet. So she probably got a good whooping and then just found a moment to jet, is my guess. But overall, again, the episode's great. We saw Jinx finally, it really hit her hard when the hand went on the shoulder of like, oh, this is what people have been telling me of the influence that I have. Like, I think Jinx just kind of like, yeah, whatever, influence, cool. But then seeing it and feeling it, literally, I think that just hit her full bore now. So it's going to be cool to see what Jinx is going to do. And again, hey, she'll put up a fight, but she's also welcoming death at every moment that she thinks she's in the spot to go. Because we were about to see it right there, but then Warwick did his thing and started talking. Now, as far as like Kate, I didn't expect Kate to move on so quick, but of course, depending on what the timeline is, it probably does make sense that it was a kind of a whatever. So hopefully in the next episode, we do get a little bit of Vi, or catch up on Vi, and maybe that'll kind of piece together some timeline. If not, I don't even care. This is a phenomenal show anyway. But in that intro, they did show us like a quick time lapse. It was just a matter of how much.
Right.
And that's what I didn't pick up was how much. But overall, another banger of an episode. I'm sure these next few episodes that are left are just going to go to the moon.
Is anybody thinking Maddie's a spy somehow with Ambessa? Anybody?
Nah. I think she's just.
They held a shot on her for a moment.
I was going to say, the way they shushed her away. I mean, sometimes that's always a ploy in movies that they just shush them.
I don't know who to trust here.
Well, to me, the reason why it's not is because it's not like Caitlyn has been hiding anything from Ambessa.
That is
They
true.
showed Caitlyn actually taking shots right back at Ambessa, and then Ambessa's like, hey, at the end, do what you need to do. So that's what I thought was interesting too. That's why I kind of said in there, and I don't know if it made the cut or not, but I feel like you can easily dislike somebody here, but everyone is on some kind of wicked path that's a pretty great path. So as we're like season 1, there was like, all right, Silco's a villain, antagonist for sure. But even then, one could probably come up with something wicked too and just say, well, are you sure, Dave? Either way, I love the gray. To me, it's been a lot of gray in here, so that's what I like.
I just wasn't sure if Maddie was maybe there to keep Caitlyn on the rails doing Ambessa's bidding, but probably
Remember,
not.
she was telling Caitlyn not to do the whole underground thing.
Yeah, saying she could just walk
So to me,
away.
Ambessa they showed pretty clear that, hey, we're gonna basically kick the shit out of whoever's not telling us anything. So
Yeah.
who knows?
Interesting twist.
Well, you know who you can trust is us. So this has been a great series so far. On to the next episode. Well, because Oak said you don't know who to trust. So for Appleton Oak, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.